Alright, hi everyone. My name is Darwin Malaganyan. Today we'll talk about creating and manipulating images using Photoscape. And by the way, we give thanks to the PowerPoint presentation which was created and prepared and edited by Sir Dennis Cleofe and Ma'am Eliza Duran. So if you're excited, then let's get started. All right, for today's objective, you are expected, or students are expected to understand the basic principles of graphics and layout and appreciate and create a simple infographic using web tools. So, we've got a lot of available online tools that are helpful in order for you to create your infographic. Okay. Now, the question is, what is the most visited website in the world? One of the most famous website that we have is Amazon.com, and they have these Alexa.com, which allows you to show the mostly visited website all around the world. So the website's mission statement is to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful. So here we have, as I was saying earlier, Alexa.com, a renowned website for ranking web page popularity, ranks this website number one in the entire world. So the answer basically is Google.com, followed by YouTube.com and Facebook.com. Okay. Now, why do you think Google ranks number one despite the countless search engines and websites in the internet? Okay, so we've got a lot of search engines available online, but right now we have Google.com as on the first rank. Also, we have Bing.com and Safari, Mozilla Firefox, and the rest of that, but we have Google.com. But anyway, that's based on the surveys. Now, let's talk about the basic principles of graphics and layout. So what you're seeing right now are different layout and designs that are available, but these designs are now available online, such as Canva.com. It offers free designs for you. All you have to do is to create your account, log in using your email, and there you go. So these are the basic principles of graphics and layout. We got balance, emphasis, movement, pattern, repetition, and rhythm, proportion, and variety. Let's talk about balance first. It means that the visual weight of objects, texture, colors, and space is distributed or distributed on screen. When visiting a website, check if one side holds the same amount of weight on the other, and the color should also have a similar visual weight. I'll also show you some of these examples. Okay, so that's a cover, a triumphant true story. Okay, 127 hours. So you see, it shows a balance on it, and in the middle, you see a young man in the middle of these stones. All right, this is also one of the examples of a Time magazine cover page. We also have here a home page. It says Alexander Greek. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name though. Okay, and he's a web and graphics and UX designer, as you can see. All right, so you see one side, sorry, both of the side has some balance on it, because you see here the words that were equally distributed. One says usability, the other says visibility, aesthetics, and flexibility, and so on. Okay, the next keyword is emphasis. So it's an area in the design that may appear different in size, texture, shape, or color to attract the viewer's attention. So it will, visually it will redirect you to focus on a particular part of the screen or of the page. Just like what you're seeing right now. You see here two bottles, and on top of that you have here the smoke. Okay, one of the techniques that they usually do is they somehow change the contrast of some items, just like this one you see here. You see the difference, the different item amongst them all. So you see here a black pawn, and then in the middle you have here a transparent white one. Okay, and also here a man is basically stretching his hands downwards. All right. Also, here we have emphasis, of course, when one element in artwork attracts more attention. Okay, so you take a look at the stairs, somehow it somehow points you towards, or it somehow uh, these particular lines somehow points towards the center. Okay. Now the third principle is the movement. It means visual elements guide the viewer's eyes around the screen. And take a look at this example. You see here the direction of the lines. It's diagonal, and this one is showing the downward movement, as if the waters are falling downwards. Also, same exact thing in here. I'm not sure. These are lamp or light bulb. All right. So the fourth principle is about pattern, repetition, and rhythm. So these are the repeating visual element in the image or layout to create unity in the layout or image. Rhythm is achieved when visual elements create a sense of organized movement. So you have here repeated images, and somehow it creates an abstract illusion. All right, the same exact thing in here. Now the repeated patterns are basically lines. The lines are repeated in here in different directions, as you can see it. Alright, same exact thing in here. So there are repeated images of whale, and the dimension, of course. So you see the depth of the image by simply adding some dimension on the image. Alright. Also here the focus is that of the two dancers, and the depth is also shown. You see the background and the foreground. Alright, same exact thing with this painting, and also the pattern of color, as you can see on the last image that just pop out on your screen. Right. And the next one is the fifth one is proportion. It's the visual element which create a sense of unity where they relate with one another. So these are the examples of bad proportion, as if they are equally divided. The one is a bit too dominant than the other colors. Okay, and the good proportion somehow shows still the colors, but does not overpower the other contrasting color. So the contrasting sizes also matters, because you see the size is greatly given more importance than the other aspect of the image. Alright, same exact thing. And here you see you can see and assume that that's a baby and that's a parent. So the sixth one is variety. So it uses several design elements to draw a viewer's attention. Let's take a look at this. Several design elements may talk about a cartoon or animated image. Also putting another visual element like that. This one is a library from Sweden, Stockholm Public Library, and on the foreground you see here the search engine, which is the Bing, and at the background you see here the library itself. Same exact thing with the Google map. It's coastal Spain from the International Space Station. So you see the foreground and the background. Alright, now let's talk about the infographics. Infographics are used to represent information, statistical data, or knowledge in a graphical manner, usually done in a creative way to attract the viewer's attention. It makes complex data become more visually appealing to an average user. Alright, and these are the basic principles of the graphics and layout that we've talked about earlier. And these are also some of the sites where you can create your own infographics. So you have here Canva, Visualize, ISO, Pictochart, infogr.am and vengage.com. And I also have a separate video lesson for canva.com, so you might want to check on that too. But for the sake of creating infographics, then you can also have a picture chart. Canva also offers an option for you to create your infographics. So I might go back to that particular to that video and add some more details on how to create your infographics using canva.com. So this is the homepage of Canva. Sorry, picture chart. This is a different website. Sorry. So this is the homepage of pictochart.com. It says easy to use infographic maker. Okay, so creating graphics using PictoChart. It's a free online app that allows you to create your own infographic, and it offers an easy to use editor created just for you. From background colors and images to inserting text and banners, the PictoChart editor will empower you to do it within seconds. So if you have no idea exactly how to design your infographics, just go to picture.com, log in using your email, just create your account, and then again it's free, so you don't need to worry to pay for anything in there. So this is the homepage of PictoChart. You have here a pre-designed templates available for you. Just go ahead and select the most appropriate and preferred design for your infographics. So these are the sample infographics that you can see, and there we've got millions of infographics available online. So you can search for some designs, okay, and create your own. So this infographics has its heading or its title saying "Protecting Our Planet Starts with You," and all the rest of the images and text on it, deals or talks about how to protect your planet. Same exact thing in here. Of course, please don't forget that these infographics should have this title. Take a look. It may be in the form of a question or a statement or a sentence, that depends. Right now you see it says what is the difference, and it shows the difference of human to animals. Okay, humans versus animals, and these images of animal together with some text, this or description about how are you different with the rest of these beings. Also, this is another infographic which is about international education. Okay, so it talks about UK education and their status of education in the United Kingdom. What happens in an internet in an internet minute? So you have here another infographic showing you exactly the chronological development of internet. Okay. This is also another infographic about, take a look. It says design and on content. Okay. This is also an infographic about internet censorship in China. Okay, and it also has some graph. So you have your pie graph, and you can also make use of graph to show, a summary of a certain statistical data to show a result or a research result that depends on you. So just don't forget to give credits to the owner to those researchers, and include some citations or references. Right. So you see here some other awesome infographics. Again, these are available online. Now let's talk about the online image file formats. So generally we have the JPEG, the GIF, and the PNG, and these are their descriptions or similarities and differences. For JPEG, also called as the Joint Photographics Experts Group, also its file extension is .jpg or .jpeg or .jpg. Its uses are as follows: real life photographs, high compression. It does not support transparency, and it doesn't have any animations on it. For GIF or graphics interchange format, its file extension is .gif. Some of its uses are computer generated graphics. It also supports transparency, and it has some animations on it. This is the only image file format which allows animations. So you see some photos that are animated. So those are examples of GIF. Okay. Now, if you wish to look for some other examples of GIFs, just go to google.com or other search engine, type in the keyword, and type in the image file format. So this time you can type in GIF or JPEG, or the last one is PNG or PNG. Okay, now let's talk about portable network graphics, or PNG. The file extension of PNG or portable network graphic is .png or PNG, and some of its uses are screenshots, high compatibility. This is one of the best photos that you can make use of whenever you're creating a certificate or some other documents that you would like to submit to your teachers, because it does not pixelate, okay, and it's absolutely clear. It also supports transparency, however, it doesn't have any animations on it compared to the GIF or graphics interchange format. Now, here are the principles, the three principles of or techniques, principles and basic techniques of image manipulation. So we have three. So number one, choose the right file format. The file format that we have, as we've discussed earlier, were the JPEG, the GIF, and then the PNG. All right, choose the right file image. There are some specific dimension where you need to be specific, especially when it comes to attaching the image directly to a certain file. It may be too big or too small, that depends, but you have to view or check the image file size, and also the caption it, meaning to say, if the image is taken from internet, then you have to include the references, or the references where you got the file or the image, or provide some citation mentioning exactly who the creator of that image, or the one who developed the image or designed the image, including the year when it was taken. All right. Alright, so that's all for now. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you've learned something today about image manipulation and some of the basic techniques, principles and basic techniques in image manipulation. Try to visit canva.com and some other websites available for you, so you can discover a lot more about how to manipulate image. Again, this is Darwin Malagan, your teacher in Power Technology, and you have a great day. Bye.